Well, good morning. Good morning. Happy Wednesday. Can you guys believe it's already what is happening with time? I don't know. It just seems crazy, crazy busy. Today's already the 11th of September. We're already a third of the way into the month, a little more than a third of the way. So what I want to share with you, do you all know what September the 13th is? Do you all know what Friday is? Aside from Friday, and yes, it's Friday the 13th, but it's Mary Kay's official anniversary. 61 years ago, this upcoming Friday, she stepped out on faith. She opened a little storefront in Texas with wigs in the window and a dream in her heart that if women would come in to look at the wigs, she would do the world's quickest facial in the back of their hand or the side of their cheek and have to get these ladies back up into their offices on their lunch break of maybe 30 minutes. So maybe they had 15 minutes in there. So she did everything she needed to do to focus and make this company work. And look what happened. International in over 35 countries globally in those 61 years. That's crazy. So what I want to ask you is, talk about blind faith and grit and hard work and dedication and bounce back ability and all those things that Mary Kay had. What could you do this Friday? So I want to challenge you to do two things. I want to challenge you to sell 61 items this month. Now, some of you might hear that and go, 61 items, that's a lot. But if you had 10 people buy 6 things, so let's say you had 10 people buy a repair and one thing. They buy a repair set, that's technically 5 items, and an eye makeup remover, a repair set and a micellar water. That's 6 items, right? Repair set's 5, and then the micellar water would be 6. Well, if you have 10 people do that, not only would you have phenomenal sales, but you'd have 10 skincare customers. What if you had a whole bunch of people buy? Do the math, figure it out. What I will tell you is one thing that could help is something called the special deals of the month, which Monica, I don't know how to pronounce her last name. I believe it's Gobu or something close to that, or Gobau. But she came up with special deals several years ago, which lots of us use. If you don't know anything about it, just go into YouTube and Google it, and it'll come up. What's fun about those is every month when a customer spends $50 with you, she gets to select a gift, and it's at half price. And I have to say, when I first heard the idea, I thought, well, I don't want to do that. You don't make any money on the item, and you don't make any profit. And then I thought, but wait a minute, they're going to pick stuff that they don't always use. Like a couple months ago, they had brow tint on there, and I think that month I had maybe 8 customers choose brow tint as one of their special deal gifts. Well, out of those 8, 7 of the 8 keep buying brow tint from me. So now I've got all these customers on brow tint, which I'm selling brow tint now so much more. This month, though, if you looked at it, I was blown away what's on special deals. Satin Hands is on there. I don't think Satin Hands is ever on there, and that's one of the most popular holiday gifts we have. Full retinol is on there. How many of you guys have a customer that's been wanting to try retinol but just can't justify spending $120 on themselves? But to get it for $60, that's crazy. All they got to do is buy $50 of other stuff, and they get their whole Clinical Solutions retinol at half price. Or maybe you've got a repair customer. Does she know that the repair night cream is half off? So if she spends $50, for example, she buys the day cream, which is $54, she can get the night cream at half off. You guys, she buys a lifting serum, she could get the night cream at half off. So just take this Friday, and I want to challenge you to sell 61 items this month. But Friday alone, just self-standing day, what could you do? Could you do double deal day? Which, again, it's Monica's idea, and she has even a text message you can send out that says, oh, my gosh, I'm doing double deal days, and she usually will do 2. So I'm doing them the 13th and the 14th because it's a weekend and people don't always remember. So I'm doing double deal day. That means when a customer spends $50, she gets to pick 2 items. So if she spends $100, she gets 4 items. You guys, it'll boost your sales. It'll help you finish your star. It'll give you the momentum you need. So all I'm saying to you is, what are you willing to do that's outside your comfort zone, not something you've done before? On that day, Mary Kay stepped so far outside, I don't even think she knew what a comfort zone was. But when her husband passed away at the breakfast table 30 days prior to that, she knew that she had to move forward. She didn't have a choice. Just think of the hardships she's dealt with. And here we are sitting behind our computer, texting customers, not even picking up the phone. Keep in mind, texts are great for relaying information. I do it all the time. But to check in on somebody, to let somebody know you're thinking about them, to reach out to a customer. Are texts the best? Well, I like a voice text because then they can hear the enthusiasm in your voice. All right, so do something special this Friday the 13th. Maybe go on social media 3 times that day once about Mary Kay, once about the product, maybe once about the opportunity that you want to share. You could go on and do a huge sale, buy one, get one at half off of whatever they're buying. I mean, there's so many options, and especially sharing the opportunity. So I'm going to challenge you all to add one person to your team, even if you've never added a team member. Gang, it's pre-holiday. There is not a person out there in this globe that couldn't use extra cash. I don't care how wealthy they are. They could always use some extra cash. So, or they could donate, or they could give it to a charitable organization. So with that in mind, what can you do? Now, if you have my private cell number, that's great. Or if you want to go onto Instant Messenger and find me, then text me and let me know, what are you going to do in honor of our 61st anniversary? What are you going to do to stretch your comfort zone and step outside and do something new? Maybe you've never done a sharing appointment, do one. Maybe you've never had a $100 day, have one. Maybe you've never sold a skincare set, or maybe you've never had a $500 day. Beat it by $10. Have a $510 day. All right? So I'm just asking you to stretch in honor of Mary Kay. Do something outside your comfort zone. All right? And have a fabulous day. Bye.